BTS News. One sweet and heartwarming moment re-rocked the world of K-pop fandom when two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, suddenly appeared in an exclusive broadcast showing their reaction while watching the MV Love Letters, a song from ARMY for BTS released in 2023. Although 2 years have passed since the music video was first released, the spirit and meaning it contains is still able to touch the hearts of the members, especially two figures who lately dubbed netizens as newlyweds. Because it is the intimacy and warmth of their relationship that continues to be a hot topic among fans, the reaction footage itself is not part of the official promotion, but rather a spontaneous video shot in a relaxed atmosphere, showing the two sitting side by side with a smile that has not faded since the first screen turned on. Jungkook, with slightly longer hair and an expression that tends to be sensitive these days, it was quiet as soon as the first song sounded. Jimin, which sits just a few centimeters from him, reflexively grasping Jungkook's hand and glancing at his friend with a look full of affection and pride. What makes this moment even more viral is the first comment from Jimin when the song enters the second verse. It's not just a song. It's like a letter they wrote with blood and tears. You heard, right? Jungkook nodded slowly and wiped the corners of his eyes that were beginning to glaze over. Not just because the lyrics are touching, but also because each trailer in the music video contains a clip of their memories from BTS' first concert in the early years until the sweaty moments on the world stage. And the loving gaze of the fans who filled the stadium. One of the parts of the MV that left Jungkook speechless for a long time was when footage from the concert at the Rose Bowl 2019 was played, accompanied by the sound of fans shouting their names in unison. Jungkook seemed to take a deep breath and whisper, "I remember that night. I didn't know we made people so happy." His hand did not escape Jimin's grasp, who only nodded slowly, as if confirming those words while holding back her tears from falling. There is something unspoken yet deeply felt between the two. Their relationship, once mere groupmates, has evolved into something much deeper. Many fans use the term newlyweds to describe Jimin and Jungkook's closeness, and maybe for the first time, the term feels so real when watching the way they stare at each other during the MV. Jimin even had time to rest his head on Jungkook's shoulder when the lyrics read, "You gave us a reason to believe in forever," and said in a low but clear voice, "They make me believe that we have to keep going for them, for each other." Jungkook replied with a short kiss on Jimin's head. A simple but very meaningful gesture made fans hysterical when the tape finally went into wide circulation. MV Love Letters itself is not an official project of any label, rather the result of the hard work of the global ARMY community that collects video clips, voice messages, and recordings of BTS concerts from different parts of the world, then put them together in a 5-minute audiovisual work that truly depicts the emotional connection between idols and fans. Every part of the video was assembled with detail and love, and although it never aired in major media, this MV became viral thanks to the spread of word of mouth and the uploads of the ARMY who endlessly shared it. For Jimin and Jungkook, watching the MV again in 2025 is not just nostalgia, but it's also a reminder of how deeply fans love them. They never leave. Even when we're resting, even when we're at our lowest, they stay there, Jungkook said in a deep voice. "Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough for them." Jimin quickly dismissed the statement. "No, don't even think about it. We've given everything. But now, let's keep giving again. Because love is not finished." The reaction footage then features them replaying the MV from the beginning. There is no feeling of boredom or tiredness, just the thirst for closeness that they have been longing for. At the end of the video, when the screen displays the words, "This is our love letter for you. Thank you for existing," Jungkook lowered his head, hit his face on Jimin's shoulder, and began to cry in silence. Jimin didn't say anything, just hugged him tightly, then said, "We have to write love letters to them. It's not over yet." This story later spread widely on social media. Many ARMY admitted to crying after seeing how their two favorite members treat fan work so deeply and sincerely. Trending on Twitter with the hashtags #LoveLettersToBTS and #JungkookReaction, it immediately became #1 in several countries, including South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil, and the United States. Not a few fans also called this moment the most romantic moment of Jimin and Jungkook over the past few years. Many call that they really show the aura of a newlywed couple, not just from body language, but from the way they understand each other, strengthen, and celebrate the love they receive from the ARMY. Some fans even likened their chemistry in the video to romantic Korean drama scenes that can usually only be found in scripts. They're not acting. They really live a real love story, not just with each other, but also with all of us. write one of the fan accounts on Weverse. After the incident, Big Hit Music did not provide an official comment. However, a post on BTS' official Twitter account only featured an excerpt from the MV love letters. He said, "I heard your love letter. Here's our reply. We love you too." It doesn't take many words, just one sentence that makes millions of fans' hearts tremble again. More than just a reaction to a video, this Jimin and Jungkook moment became a symbol of the power of two-way love between BTS and ARMY. In the middle of a period in which some members are still undergoing military service, and the time gap makes BTS's activities together less frequent, this moment is like a bridge that reunites hopes, emotions, and the promise that this relationship will never be over. Now, fans are also looking forward to the possibility of Jimin and Jungkook actually releasing a reply in the form of a song or a special project. There are rumors that the two are working on something personal and emotional, and many hope it's a love letter to the ARMY. As they say at the end of the video, one thing is for sure, love is real. And as written in the MV love letters, this letter will never be finished, because our love knows no end. Jimin and Jungkook proved it that night, as artists, as best friends, as two souls who have traveled an incredible journey. And as newlyweds in love surrounded by millions of hearts around the world. A day after the video of Jimin and Jungkook's reaction to the MV love letters circulated, the atmosphere of the ARMY community was still filled with emotional conversations. Many began to upload their own reactions, with thousands of TikTok and Instagram Reels videos showing fans from all over the world crying, laughing, even in silence. The MV that was originally made as a gift for BTS has now turned into a reminder of how important this relationship is to both parties. Even Korean media such as Dispatch and the Korea Herald also commented on the reaction of both, calling it the most touching moment between BTS and ARMY in 2025. The article from Dispatch mentions Jimin and Jungkook as ambassadors of sincere love, while the Japanese media referred to them as a symbol, immortality in idol-fan relations. Interestingly, many fans felt that their response to the MV reflected the overwhelming emotional maturity of both. Jungkook, known as the Golden Magne, is no longer seen as a shy teenager who used to just stand behind the other members. Now he stands out as a sensitive figure, open to his feelings, and is not averse to showing tenderness, especially when it comes to Jimin. Meanwhile, Jimin comes across as a firm but gentle emotional crutch, like someone who knows how to hug without words, who understands tears without having to ask. In the midst of all the speculation about their relationship, not a few also see this as an example of an unusual fraternal bond. They have grown together in fame, sharing stressful nights, and remain one in all storms. That's why when Jimin whispered, "You are not alone. I'm here," in the middle of the MV, millions of hearts feel like they are being addressed personally. Meanwhile, the reaction to the MV love letters did not stop at one video. A few days later, a follow-up trailer shows Jimin and Jungkook again watching the MV, but this time with the addition of the latest messages from the ARMY collected through an online campaign titled Letters Continued. This compilation contains thank you, fan stories saved by BTS songs, as well as their hopes for the future.